Hi guys, Rob here from Bluewater Campers. I'm down here today with Dave from RidePro Shockers. He's going to give us a little bit of an explanation of why our shockers are what we believe are some of the best in the market for our camper trailer, and what's different about our shockers to the general shocker that most people would use within their caravan or camper trailer or even their vehicle. So how long has RidePro been around for? Where's the product come from?
RidePro established about 14 years ago, basically as a necessity out of the four-wheel drive industry to create a four-wheel drive suspension that was tailored to suit our off-road conditions. The good thing about our products is that they're all designed and tested here in Australia.
Obviously, we use a little bit different shock than the more conventional sort of rubber side. I see you got a rubber one here.
But that is basically your shock absorber for your camper is based around our four-wheel drive car or off-road shock. So it's strong enough to handle all the conditions that we would normally put our four-wheel drive shocks under: corrugated roads, articulation, long travels, long hauls, all that sort of stuff, basically designed for your camper.
You know, definitely we promote a four-wheel drive, full off-road camper trailer. And this is why we use the RidePro gear, because we believe in it as well, and we know the product. You know, we've dealt with you for many years on this product as well, and this is to give an understanding of our viewers to understand that, you know, this is a premium shocker. This is a four-wheel drive shock. So when I tell my customers, you can go anywhere off-road. If your vehicle can go there, my camper can go there, because it's got the componentry. So there's also something a little bit different about our shockers than this one here you see on the thing. So this one here you see on the thing is pretty much just a nice rubber grommet which you would mount through a bolt. Where with ours, we've actually got this steel shaft we've asked for to give that bit more rigidity. If you can explain a little bit how that process works.
Well, what it is, it's a steel tube that's got the rubber velcronized to it. So the rubber's glued to the shaft, and then the bush is pressed into the actual eye. The benefit of that is you've got less movement available, and all the flex is basically through the rubber, not through the bolt going through it. So the ideal scenario is we can control the shock a lot more. A lot of campers, because of the fact that they're two-wheel pivots on one main frame, is that you get a lot more movement and variation in the wheel. So with this, we can actually control the shock a bit more. The other thing with the shocks is people just think they go up and down. Not always the case. It's a case of sometimes they twist, they can pivot, they can go on certain angles, etc. And the ideal of this the ideal scenario of this bush is it controls it a lot more and gives you better stability and longevity.
And that's just an added bonuses, you know, and that quality of product that we produce within the Bluewater ranges. This attention to detail and this type of experience that we get from Dave. Now, how long have you been in the industry, Dave?
25 years.
25 years experience. And this is why we use suppliers like Dave at RidePro, because he's got that full background. He's got the full history of everything. He helps in the design and everything part of it as well. So it's that quality of product, that peace of mind that you're getting the best of the best. So
let me explain a bit about the shock for you, if you like.
That would be fantastic.
So with this, we basically use a 40mm internal bore system. So that's basically the size of the internal piston that the shock uses. We use a 20mm shaft. Now, the good thing about that is strength as well as the oil it displaces to help it actually work properly under all conditions. We use a multi-stage valve, foot valve in it. So the good thing about the multi-stage valve is it's designed that the harder it works, the more the valve comes into play. So the valve alters depending on the conditions that the actual shock's been put through. So at low speeds, you'll find you have more control, and in long articulation, etc. But in high speeds and corrugations, etc., when the oil viscosity gets thinner and all things like that, the valving changes, so we still get full control over the vehicle. The other good thing about this shock absorber is it's a low pressure twin tube shock. So it's not under high pressure. When it gets hot after corrugations, and you can get the body of the shock absorber up to 180 degrees. Too hot, you can't even touch. These shocks are designed to do it. The best thing I can suggest for your customers or anyone looking to buy a Bluewater camper is go to the opposition, grab a shock absorber, feel the weight of it.
Yeah.
Push it in and out a couple of times and you'll really be able to see the difference without even being on the vehicle. The problem you've got with a lot of campers, especially some that are bought in from overseas, is they'll use a generic, cheap shock absorber.
Yeah.
One of the things I didn't touch on, that this has a triple seal, which is located on top of the piston, so that stops the oil coming through as well.
Okay.
But the difference between a cheap shock absorber is that they're not designed for our conditions. You'll find that they're very easy to move in and out. Very little control over the shock absorber, over the vehicle with the shock absorber on it.
Yeah.
The choice and the differences are great. I mean, you would know if you're driving a car from standard suspension to aftermarket suspension, you better control, better stability, better cornering. All those things play a part in your camper as well.
That's right. So your cheaper sort of shock is great for the Hume Highway. But you probably wouldn't go completely off-road or off the beaten track with that sort of thing. You would then need to start looking at a more engineered, designed shocker that Bluewater produce on all their camper trailers as well. So
the other benefit is we offer the 3-year 60,000K warranty on that.
There you go.
So the good thing with that is we back that with a good warranty, available Australia-wide. We also have dealers Australia-wide. So if you find that you've got a shock or a customer that's got a shock that's failed, and look, let's be honest, Australian conditions, you do sometimes have that happen.
Yeah.
We can certainly get this shock to our customer to get your customer out of trouble.
Yeah.
So there's certainly things like that we're happy to do to help you and support you in the
and that's another reason why Bluewater are right up there within the customer service, because we choose suppliers that have a really good reputation and are nationwide and have that customer service and that experience. So you get that peace of mind and you get that quality of product. So Dave, absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for talking about and explaining the product that we've got on here today. Until next time, guys, we'll see you around and I hope you enjoyed.